Hey, what's up everybody, Nexel here. Today we will be talking about KR13 as well as trading and guilting it. This medal is really good, mainly because it does super effective damage to everything, no matter what the attribute is. And that's just really good. It's a really good trait that we've seen in the World of Final Fantasy medals, in the Tsum Tsum medals, and it's just really powerful because now that we have a pet slot which gives a multiplier to anything, it doesn't specifically have to be power, magic, or speed. This medal can easily go on that slot and deal a lot of damage. It can be copied, so that way you can do super effective damage using Keyblade, such as Fairy Stars. If you have HD Antiform Sora, you put it in the last slot, copying this medal in the pet slot, and that's 2 full medals that do super effective damage. So let's go ahead, just start trading and guilting this guy. Again, just like most of the traits that I do, I will have to be screenshotting these because I'm kind of doing like a research project on traits and like their actual frequency. But let's go ahead and start trading and guilting our Key Art 13. Why is... Oh, they're equipped. Oh, whoops, my bad. It's because I did the high score challenge recently, so I have all these equipped right here. Let's see here. Okay, that should take care of that. All right. So let's go ahead and start trading and guilting our guy here. So we have 7 total chances at trade and 2 total rerolls on guilt. So let's go ahead and see what we can get. We are hoping for damage and raids, ground enemy defense -60, and aerial enemy defense -60. That would be a golden set of traits for me and this medal. Let's go ahead and fuse our first one. Okay, I'm gonna let this play out because it's super suspenseful. I really want this medal to be good and have fantastic traits, so let's see what we can roll. First trait goes to... Ooh, sleep resist. That is in no way what we want to see on this medal. It's not a buffer, so it doesn't... Oh gosh, that's really bad. Okay, so we got 6 more rolls to go. Let's see what we can pull off. Come on, give us one of the -60s. Give us the -60 or the damage and raids. That would be fantastic. Oh, man. Ah, damage and raids, yes! Okay, alright, that's awesome because damage and raids... It allows me to do a lot of damage to the raid enemies. It's always effective, super effective against all attributes. So even if the appendages, if the limbs are a different element than the body itself, this will still do effective damage to it. All right, let's hope for the -60s now. Ah, poison. Oh my gosh, we have 2 resists on here. Let's hope we can replace them with -60s. Ooh, this is pretty bad. Okay. Here we go. On to the next one. We are in a guilting campaign right now, so this thing is going to have a higher range for guilt, and that'll be good too. All right, let's get one of those -60s. Oh, damage and raids. Oh, that's so good. That's actually pretty dope. Okay, so we will replace sleep resist. So we have dual damage and raids on here right now, which is pretty sweet. Let's see what we can roll with our last 3. Again, I'm hoping for those -60s because this would be a great medal to have -60 on because it can be used in Coliseum. Pretty much is the big thing for the -60s. Yes, okay, we got one. We got aerial enemy defense -60. That's awesome. That is going to replace our poison resist. And right now, the only traits I can possibly see overcoming anything here is going to be ground enemy defense -60, which would be fantastic. Oh my gosh, that was, again, golden setup of traits for me. Or maybe even extra attack, just because extra attack would allow me to do that twice pretty much. You want extra attack in Kali medals because you want that one turn knockout for everything. So it doesn't matter how many of your medals will have extra attack on them. You know, you just want to get it all done in one rotation. So this is also our first guilt. So let's see if we can get good guilt and if we can get that ground enemy defense -60. All right, let's see what we got. So for guilt, we can go between 140 and 180, and we get... Ooh, 160. That's pretty good. That's halfway. Okay. Fantastic. 160 with... Let's get ground. We're going to get ground. Ground. Oh, damage. Ooh. Oh, man, this is quite a pickle. Oh, wow. Damage in raids plus 40. This medal would be insane as a raid medal. Oh, gosh, that extra 120. This is hard. This is really, really difficult to decide between. Oh, man. See, because the way you can treat raid damage is kind of like it adds guilt percentage, sort of, when you're fighting raid bosses specifically. Oh, gosh, this is such a hard predicament to go through. Triple damage in raids or keeping the minus 60s on there. Oh, my gosh. It would just be even, like, visually aesthetic to have triple damage in raids. Oh, wow. You know what? We gotta stick to the enemy defense minus 60. It's just more powerful. It's so much more useful. It could help me a lot in Coliseum. Like, it could really, really boost my scores in Coliseum. Just raid damage is so tempting. Alright. Okay, so we gotta click and we gotta skip on raid damage. I'm sorry, raid damage. Okay. 160 though. That's a really good guild percentage. Oh man, that was hard. Oh geez. Okay. One more. We got one more trait roll. We can roll for ground enemy defense minus 60 would be the kicker. It would be the golden egg of all of these right now. But extra attack would be good too. You know what? I would replace one of the damage and rage with extra attack if I got it. So we're aiming for extra attack or ground enemy defense minus 60. Here we go. We got one more guilt roll and one more trait roll. Oh man, this is crazy. This is crazy. This medal is going to be so OP. Okay, so for our guilt, we got 170. Oh, that's 2 magic mirrors away. Just 2. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's get that ground enemy defense minus 60. Do I look? Do I look? Do I? Oh, defense plus 2,000. No. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna skip on the defense plus 2,000. This is a really solid set of traits because I am a raider, and my best keyblade for raiding is actually my counterpoint. So this is gonna be super useful. I really wish I got the ground because then this medal would have been just ridiculously OP in Coliseum. But I am really happy with this result. I could have gotten triple damage in raids, which would have been absolutely insane. But that aerial enemy defense minus 60 could really, really help a lot for my Coliseum score boosting. Alright, so this is our final result for our key R13. We have dual damage in raids and aerial enemy defense minus 60. That wraps up this medal, and gosh, that's such a good setup for a medal that only costs 3 gauges. You know what? While everyone is here, let's go ahead, boost this up into a 180, and let's all just see that max guilt banner just pop up. Oh man, if I got grounds though, that would have been great. But I will appreciate what I've got. It is still gonna help me get further in this game. All right, there it is. There is our max Nova for 180. Oh man, oh gosh, now I gotta put a max Lux skill on here. I gotta wait for the next time they do attack boost for max Lux plus, and I'm gonna slap it on this thing so fast. Okay, but that's my key R13. Here's our final stats on it. So we have the 180% guilt, and we have the dual damage in raids and aerial enemy defense minus 60. If you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns on this medal itself, how to use it, where you can use it, you know, feel free to just give me a holler in the comments, and I will very happily try and help you guys with your setups. Like, oh man, there's so many good places for this right now, especially with this counterpoint. Like, we could very easily throw it in this last slot here, and this would be a solid Coliseum setup because the Key Art 7 has ground, and then the Key Art 13 will have the aerial, and that covers both my ground and air. But yep, that's Key Art 13. Let's take one last look at that illustration, and that'll be it. So that wraps up this video, everyone. And I'm so bad at the closures because I'm like, juggling for words. But with that being said, this video is done. Again, questions, comments, concerns in the comment section below, and I will try my best. And until next time, everyone, take it easy.